Well, hello everybody. Welcome to the Magic Back Room. I'm your host, KKG. And if you're wondering why you're not getting a headshot of me, it's just because I've got the camera here for these cards. I don't figure you need to see my smiley face. Just hear me and be able to watch. Okay? For you intermediate guys, where these card tricks are very simple, you've known how to do these for years. Just bear with us a while. I want to take people from the beginning, and then we'll get more difficult as we go. And I don't know why I got all this stuff here. I try to get rid of it, but anyway. We'll get there. I promise you. We'll get to non-card tricks as we go. So just bear with me. I just want to take us through a journey. And oh, by the way, I may do a simple trick that you knew years ago and forgot all about it. Maybe it jogs your memory. Whatnot. Anyway, this is a regular deck. I always like using, regular decks of cards. And so you shuffle, and then you have the spectator cut these into, try to do 4 equal piles if you can. Do the best that you can. Doesn't really matter, but just try to equal them up. Okay? Then we're going to do something like this. Ask the spectator, first of all, are we going to count the ace as high or low? Okay, so whatever they say, let's say they count them as high. Very good. So that means the lowest cards are the 2, 3, 4, and 5. Ask them to pick 2 of those. Let's say they do a 2 and a 3. You go, great. Then out of the 2 or the 3, pick 1. Let's say they pick the 2, and you go, great. Just remember the number 2. And always remember, you had the choice. It could have been any one of those numbers. All right. Now let's go back to here. And we're going to say, hey, listen, let's mix these cards up a little bit. You remember the word or the number 2. Let's mix these up. Have them pick up the first pile. Say, deal 3. And then put 1 on top of each one of these. Set them down. And let's do the same with every pile. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Go to the next pile. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then finally 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, drop. Okay? Now, you could have them pick out that number after you do this. That's your choice. But how it goes is, okay, before we started this, you came up and you selected the number 2. Then say something like, well, which one? The 2 of diamonds? And you sit here and you pull one. You go, well, no, that ain't the 2 of diamonds. And if it is, you go, great. Well, maybe it's this one. No. And then you find out the whole gig is there's 4 2s. And that's the trick. All right? The trick is having any 4 of the same no matter what. All right? And you're like, well, wait a minute, Ken. Wait. All right? So let's take this from the beginning. All right? The first thing that we have to do is you have to pick any 4, and it doesn't matter. 4 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, it doesn't matter. 4 of whatever we are going to force. Here's a new word that we're going to force somebody to take. I force them to take the 2. They just think it's a free choice, and it's not. All right? And let me explain that, because that's the first thing we've got to remember. We got to force a card. All right? So let's say, let me do this. Let's say we want to force. Now you have to do this before you do the trick. But let's say we want to force the jacks. All right, so there's 1. You got to get all the jacks out first. And this is what you do before you do the trick. All There's one. I got one more somewhere. There it is. All right. First thing that you do, take out whatever number that you're going to force. Put them on the top. And then stick the deck in the box. So there's your deck of cards with the 4 jacks. Okay? Now, watch this. I'm going to use this other deck to show you what I'm talking about. We need them to pick the jack, right? So, I'm going to pull this. I'm going to illustrate what a force actually means. Okay? And you could even do it this way. Doesn't matter as long as you know the concept of forcing something. Okay, there you got 4 cards. I need to force a jack. Okay, I need to force this because that's what I've got here. Okay, you can do it just verbally like I did it, but if it's better for you to understand it, I'm doing it this way. You go, okay, well, there's 4 of the highest cards that you can get. Okay. When you ask them, is ace high or low? If they say high, add the ace. If it's not, don't. So you got that. Oh, I want ace to be high. Great, now you got 5 cards. Remember, I have to force this one. Okay, so out of that, pick 2. If they pick these 2, you go, great, you throw them away. Let's say they pick these 2, then you throw these away. So, okay, you didn't like, so it's all in how you say it, all right? Touch 2 of those, these 2. Okay, great. We'll go ahead and get rid of those. And now you can sit here and go touch 2 more. Okay, we'll touch these 2. Well, it ain't what you want. Say, great, let's get rid of them. You end up with the jack. Supposedly very fair, you picked it. Now let's put them back. Touch 2. These 2. Okay, great. You don't like the poor little ace, 10, and queen. All right, we'll get rid of them. Okay? Pick 1. If they hit that one, go, oh, the poor little king didn't like him either. It still looks like it was random. If they pick the king, you go, okay, great, let's get rid of it. So you're either keeping something or getting rid of something is called a force. All right, let's do that one more time. Okay, you can just do it one at a time, or you can do it by 3s. It doesn't matter. Hey, touch 3. Oh, I want to touch this one, and this one. Well, great. You want that one, so you're going to keep that and go, great. Well, we don't need these 2 then. Okay, now you can go touch 2. Well, I want this one and this one. All right, well, I guess we don't need that one. And then you say, hey, this is the important one. Pick 1. Now, remember, I said this is important. So if they touch this one, you just get rid of it. Okay, and you just fly right by it. Okay, we're left with a jack. That's the one, that's it. That's the one's picked. Then do your trick. All right? You're forcing the jack. You're forcing. And if you just do it by verbal, like I did it, that's fine. But and we'll get into forces later. That's just, it's dealer's choice, magician's choice, I think is what they call it. And it's just a force. Okay. So now, you can do that right then, or you can wait until they do all this stuff. All right? Doesn't matter. But anyway. Jack. Let's remember the jack. All right, now we're going to take this deck of cards out. Remember, I have the 4 jacks on top. Now, if you just do the trick now, it's not as good unless you do a false shuffle. Now, the false shuffle is really easy. Most people will shuffle like this. Okay? Just remember, just to leave those last few cards on top. And of course, these are older cards and they don't go like I want them to, but doesn't matter. Just make sure they're on top. Okay? We can get into false cuts and all that later. I don't want to, So just either shuffle them, make sure the 4's on top. If you know how to do a false cut, go ahead and do that too. A lot of times a false cut is easy. You can sit here and go that. You know, you can go like that. You can go like that. You can go like that. You can go, you know, just doesn't matter. We'll get into that. So they're there now. All 4 cards are here. So when they put equal piles, just make sure that last pile has your 4. There's your 4 jacks. Okay? So when we tell them, hey, I just want to, let's randomize this. Let's shuffle them up a little bit and make it like you're just, I tell you what, let's go ahead and pick this pile up. Put, let's say 3. You're making it more dramatic. You know damn well you want 3. Do 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, put 1 there, there, and there. Okay, let's really mix these up. Okay, put it back. What do we got? We have a card plus 4 jacks. Well, let's just keep that the same with everything then. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2 cards and a jack. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 cards and a jack. 3 cards and 4 jacks. So now they pick these up. And then they go, I'm sorry. Well, just so you know, there's 3 cards there. Then they go 1, 2, 3. And now we got to put 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. And that's the last one. So we just did the same with every one of them. But at the end of the day, you're going to go, okay, now you had a bunch of cards to choose from, whatnot. We picked the jack. We did a little mixing, shuffling. Again, trying to get them to understand. This is all random. You picked them, whatever. That's what you want them to believe. And then pop. It's a really cool effect. All right. So the only thing that you have to remember is whatever 4 you want have to be on top. That's your setup. That's all. Sometimes I've set it up right in front of their face. I mean, I can sit there and go, let's say I want to force them, you know, the queens. I go, well, and just talk to them while you're just sitting there going, well, you know, blah, blah, blah. They don't know what you're doing. Da, 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 da. Let's see here. What do I want to do? You know, they don't know what I'm doing. Believe me, you know. And even put 1 down to the bottom, change some cards a little bit. No, I tell you what, I'm going to do something totally different. It's just all a make-believe act. Now, what have I done? I just went ahead and put them there then. But it's all in how you talk to them. It's all in what you say. Get their mind occupied. All right? A lot of different ways to do it. But for you beginners, just make sure you have those 4 on the top. Pull them out. You don't even have to shuffle if you don't want to. You can sit here and fan. All right, see, everything's different. Just don't show them way back over here. You can fan all these out. Look, just a regular deck of cards. Okay? You know, set 4 piles for me. Okay, there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and there's 4. Make them do. Now remember, you got to remember what cards you're trying to force. Make them do this first. I'm just giving you variants. You know what you can do. Remember, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And now here's the big set. Blank, blank, blank. Queen, 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 queen. Now if you want to force the card. Okay? It doesn't matter. Just force the card. Okay? That's where you can do it, you know, verbally. Or, you know, you need to go high. I already have another deck or something. Have these set out so you can do this. All right? And then do what I just taught you about the 4th. They're not going to know what you're doing. Believe me. And then, okay, we come up with a queen. And we did all this hoodooey, blah, blah, blah. Pow. It's a really cool effect, y'all. All right, so learn that. Put that in your computer. So you don't forget it. But I learned this shit. I was probably, teens or whatnot. Very easy. Just put 4 of what you want on top. Know how to do that force. And then later on, we're going to get into a lot of different forces, different ways. And then you can use the same one every time. Or you can use multiple ways to force. Whatnot. Once you learn how to force that, then whether you shuffle them or not doesn't mean anything, because that 3-3-3 clip clip clip, you're sort of messing them up there, and that's what they think in their brain. All right, so there you go. That's a good one for you guys, and I hope my channel is helping you guys out. And so anyway, I guess until the next time, be great. See you. Bye.